Now, back to the Madlanga Commission, because while all the astonishing testimony from Khumalo unfolded in the public eye for the first 2 days of this week, there was also seemingly a lot of turbulence behind the scenes, with the Commission's chief evidence leader, Motau, pulling out of the inquiry. Now, in a series of media interviews since the official announcement on Wednesday, Motau cited a lack of clarity over the budget and a lack of operational transparency. Now, joining us is Lucky Charles Mohalaba. He's the Deputy Director General in the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. A very good evening to you, Mr. Mohalaba. I mean, this was quite the development and a shock, I suppose, to South Africans to have the chief evidence leader pulling out of the inquiry, but also the reasons that he cited about a lack of clarity over the budget and operational transparency. Was this issue ever raised with you as the department in the lead up to the Madlanga Commission?
Thank you very much, Zianda, and good evening to you and good evening to your listeners. Of course, I think as a department, we must indicate that we have been taken really aback by the sentiments and the public statements which were made by Advocate Motau, and which we wish to describe as really much unfortunate. We must indicate that since the establishment of this commission by the state president, the department has done its utmost best to support the work of the commission. And I think our Minister Kubai, has been very, very clear about the kind of support that has been provided to the commission. In response to your question, the advocate has never raised an issue with particularly the department, and hence were taken aback by his statements. We have been engaging with the commission, in particular, some of the commissioners who have been appointed to the commission, where we've had a series of meetings with the commission, discussing the budget, discussing the line items, and the issues that the line items are going to be covering. So we're rather surprised by his public statements as it made, which we consider them to be very much unfortunate for him to make those public statements.
I mean, so surprised is the department that even your minister, Mamuloko Kubai, has said that she believes that there's possibly other reasons for Motau's exit, and that he needs to come forward and take the nation into its confidence about what exactly is the issue here. Since the official announcement, have you been able to speak to him to get an understanding? Is there any concern as well about the timelines? He would have probably done a lot of preparatory work going into this inquiry.
Well, we have not engaged with him. As you may know, we are engaging directly with the Secretary of the Commission as a department. But on other matters, the department engages with the chairperson of the Commission and Justice Madlanga himself. We've had a number of meetings with him and his collective, the other commissioners, and certainly we have not had a discussion with Advocate Motau in this instance, and certainly the minister is quite correct in this instance. I mean, we think that he owes the nation a clear explanation of what are his real reasons for leaving the commission, because the reasons that he has forwarded and raised publicly really to us are not the real reasons, as we've publicly stated. I mean, the minister, for instance, has made the budget that is available for the commission publicly. When the matters were raised around the budget, Parliament has raised a number of parliamentary questions around the budget that has been allocated to the commission, and we have been very transparent to the commission. We must be very clear, Zianda, that at no point has the department had direct engagement with the Advocate Motau, as they were indicating now that we have had a number of engagement with the commissioners, with the other evidence leaders, but certainly not with Advocate Motau. So we're not quite certain really what are his real reasons for making this public pronouncement. Regarding the roles that were unclear, I think it's himself that must answer that question, because the commission has got terms of references that were approved and gazetted. His role is to be an evidence leader. And of course, if he's not able to execute his role, it's only himself who can explain better. But what we can say to the public and South Africans at large is that we have made it possible for the Commission, despite some of the challenges in the procurement of critical ICT infrastructure. That challenge has been dealt with over time. And this is where now you see the Commission having commenced with its public hearing from the 17th of September 2025.
I mean, Mr. Mohalaba, I guess because the 147 million is a lot of money and there's a lot of concern from South Africans about the return on investment here. Are you at all concerned as a department about being able to meet the ambitious timelines in light of Motau's exit? What have you been told in terms of how this will be mitigated against?
Well, we're hoping that very, very soon, as a department, we should be able to have direct engagements with the Commission, in particular the chairperson of the Commission and the commissioners, to really deal with this matter. And of course, given the timelines that have been given to the Commission, we are quite confident that his exit from the Commission will in no way affect the work of the Commission. And I think the timelines that have been provided, the Commission itself has committed to the public that the timelines are going to be met, and we're not at this stage anticipating that there will not be any compliance with the timelines that have been set. So it's our view that the work of the Commission remains quite critical for our country to unearth the truth in terms of the matters that are raised before the Commission. And of course, the 6 months period that has been provided should be expected to be met.
Lucky Charles Mohalaba, the Deputy Director General in the Justice and Constitutional Development Department. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon.